What's going on? It's your boy Bearded Existence, and I'm back to do another video for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a pretty big beard trim. Okay, so you may notice that my mouth is not moving at the same rate that you hear my voice. That is partially because I decided to do a voiceover on this video. I did not want to trim while I was talking. So the second half of the video, all I did was focus on the beard trim. So I want to go ahead and do a voiceover just so you guys know exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So I'm starting off by showing you guys here what the underneath, my underbeard looks like and what the length is. And for this cut that I'm going to do, I'm not going to really touch my underbeard area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is a technique, and what you got to do is you got to know your own beard. And in this technique, I'm going to go ahead and spray my beard, let the water absorb into my beard. It's going to curl up tighter than it already is. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pat my beard up a lot more just to get those hairs out of the way, to make sure I do not trim them and end up with a flat beard underneath. I like to have my beard look more like it rolls over from front to back. So I'm going to go ahead and move those hairs out of the way so that I don't have to worry about cutting those hairs. Okay, so I started off with a very dry base. What I did was I washed my beard and I did not put any product or anything in it. I wanted to make my cuts as clean as possible, and I also wanted my beard to react and curl up as tight as possible, and then I would trim from that. And then I would trim from there and then go forward. And then once my beard is elongated, or once my beard is fully combed out, I would not have taken too much off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead here first. I'm starting with the scissors. And one of the things I do when I trim my beard, you may notice, I take little bits of beard off at a time. I never go full in and go to where I want my beard to, where I want the length to be. I'll start small and work my way up, and I'll constantly look at the amount of beard I've taken off to decide where I want to stop. And when you do it this way, you eliminate mistakes. You see here I grabbed a better pair of scissors. I did not really care for the other ones I was using. Those are just some cheap scissors that come, when you buy a regular set of clippers, they normally come in the set. What I may do, I may go ahead and put the link in the description of the video for some of the tools that I use, the scissors and things like that I use to trim my beard. Now, I really like these scissors. They have a tension knob on them that really adjusts the scissors. Okay, so this is very nerve-wracking. I know a lot of you brothers may be saying, why am I doing this again? Why am I cutting my beard? You got to realize I've had a bigger than average beard for a very long time now, and I've gone through a lot of different stages with my beard. My beard has also hindered, which is okay. I live with that, and I'm fine with that to some extent. But it has hindered my my career moves in the field that I'm in. A lot of you may not know, but I am in a field that you do not see many people that look like me or have this type of facial hair. I'm in the insurance industry, so I just want to go ahead and put that out there. And there are some things that have come up in the past that I could have made some moves on, and because I wasn't willing to sacrifice who I am and cut my beard totally off, I had to wear that. So, when you brothers hit the comment section, you tell me, oh, you shouldn't have done that, why'd you cut your beard? Just remember, we all do the things that are comfortable for us, and we all make sacrifices and things. And your brother is bearded for life, but just keep in mind, when you get ready to go hard on me, that I've made a lot of sacrifices for this beard life. All right, getting back to the beard. So what I'm doing right here is I'm picking, and I'm only using the tip of the pick. You see how long that pick is, but I'm only using the tip just to be careful I don't go in too deep and comb back out my underbeard. And I'm showing you here the extent that my beard curls up. You can see how long the sides of my beard really is. And this is the same length going all the way around my beard, except for my chin, which is a different texture and it doesn't really curl up. Everywhere else does. So what I've done was I've trimmed my chin to be shorter than everywhere else, so that when everywhere else curls up, it still looks somewhat even. Okay, so I'm gonna decide here that I'm gonna comb this out, because when you do a regular trim and you have a curly textured beard, some hairs never get touched in the trim. Okay, so just to make sure I get any split ends I may have, or I clean up the tips, any single strand knots, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and stretch out this area as much as possible, and then I'm gonna hit it with the scissors, and then I'm gonna let the hair fall back where it does, and then I'll go ahead and trim the way I normally do with my trimmers. So I'm just taking a little bit off here just to get the tips. And you know, I normally do split end checks, and I haven't done one in a while, and I'll probably show you guys. I believe I showed you guys how I do that before. Simply just using a white sheet of paper and hold up my hairs over the white sheet of paper so I can focus and see any split ends I may have. All right, you see your brother here is sweating because it's a little stressful for me, you know, doing this trim. All right, so I'm just basically still going really light, and I'm using the trimmers to go over a lot of the areas where I've cut already with the scissors, and I'm kind of just shaping and just looking at what size and where I want to stop with my beard. My beard is pretty dry right now. As I said, I washed it, didn't put anything in it, so I'm kind of careful in the way I comb it. I don't want to cause any excessive breakage or put any undue stress on my beard if it's not necessary. All right, so I'm starting here at the back. This area back here really has a lot of hair. You may not be able to tell because of the way it bunches in so tight, but it is a large amount of hair, and a lot of times my face actually feels uncomfortable because my hair is so thick and so much of it bunches up, and it's so tight up against my face that it does get annoying. So sometimes it's good to make these changes because it actually saves the beard, because you don't just get tired of it all at once and cut your whole beard off. So keep in mind that my underbeard is my most trouble area. I did not trim that at all. I pushed it up, so I still do have the ability, because I know the rate at which my beard grows. I know the things I have to do to make my beard grow a little bit faster than normal, so I can always get back to where I am or where I was before. What I am going to do, I did not do it in this video, but I did at the end. I combed out my underbeard and did the same with the scissors and trimmed maybe about a quarter to a half inch off, just to make sure I got rid of any split ends that I may have under here. Beard looked and felt pretty healthy. I didn't see very many split ends, but I did the trim anyway. So the trick here is I'm trying to get the hair to fall the way it naturally would if I did nothing to manipulate, no twisting. Of course, you know I don't do any blow drying or add any heated styling tools. So my hair in the most tightly curled pattern is how I want to shape it and how I'm going to trim it. I know a lot of barbers may disagree with my techniques and what I'm doing, but I do know my beard, and I'm willing to take the chance and do things the way that I do them, you know, to achieve the results that I'm looking for. Unfortunately, I don't have access to my brother, Be the Barber. If y'all don't know, check out his YouTube channel. He is probably one of the nicest that I've seen on YouTube, as far as with the trimmers, with the clippers, with the straight razor, and
you know, he's supposed to come out here and check your brother out. If he does, I'm gonna make sure I get a trim from him, and I may put that on video. I'm supposed to get out there hopefully soon, and we're gonna link up, man. Me and him have gotten pretty close behind the scenes, and I got a lot of love for that brother. Go over there and check his channel out if you haven't already subscribed to his channel. All right, so I'm going slow here. Still doing a little bit of trims here with the scissors. I'm trying to get everything lined up on the side, and I noticed that when you do trim with the I use the walls, if your trimmers are not sharp, you can leave jagged edges on your beard, which leads to split ends. So I like to do a lot of my trimming with the scissors. Not as easy to shape and get the angles right when you're cutting your own beard with scissors, but you do get a healthier cut. So I'm just combing this out a couple times just to make sure that I get my beard to lay the way I want, and then I can shape it up the way that I want. Still trying to be careful and doing a little at a time, just to make sure. You can always take a little more off, but once you take hair off, you cannot put it back. So I'm just slowly going around and just trimming and shaping to get my beard the way I want. You can see here my beard is a lot shorter than it used to be, but again, it is in a tightly curled state right now too. So one of the reasons why you look here, why I padded all that area under my beard up, is because I really did not want the look where under my beard is flat and my beard just comes down and sharply goes underneath my neck. For me personally, I know there's a lot of brothers that like that look, and they like it to be really sharp. I like a more natural look under the chin, and I like it to be a little bit more rounded. So getting that hair out of the way was the best option for me, and that's why I did it the way I did. So still here, I'm picking it out, but I'm just using the tips of the pick. I'm not going in really deep to make sure I don't comb that area out. So close to the back of my neck area, where the back of my neck, where my neck and my jaw meets, the hair was still very long there. So I'm just gonna pull it all out, because even when you use the trimmers, sometimes you're cutting in the middle sections of the hair and you're not getting the tips. I wanna make sure I do a health trim as well and get my ends trimmed, and that's gonna help boost my growth after this cut. Now you can comb out forever and keep trimming forever, but it gets to a point where you just say, okay, I'm going to stop here. It's never going to be super perfect unless you're taking so much hair off. And when you have a really curly, coarse beard, the hairs just decide to do so many different things on so many different days that you just got to know when to say when and when to put the clippers down. So it's starting to come out, starting to shape up nicely the way I wanted it to. I'm looking for a more cleaner, streamlined look, and I got some things going on, and I just need to clean up a little bit. And this trim was for me, it was needed, because it's a lot of work taking care of a big beard, and I did not hit the goals that I had set for myself with my beard, but being that I left under my neck okay, and I know the rate at which my beard will grow, and I know how to take care of it, I'll probably surprise you if I choose to let it grow back at the rate I can get my beard, and how I can bounce right back to where I was before I started cutting. beard's a lot smaller now. It's starting to shape up the way I like, and after the cut, it did take me a couple of days to get used to it. It's probably been close to a week now since I filmed this video, but I am happy with the way it turned out. See, your brother got some grays in there. You see, I did not touch my mustache at all. I left my mustache as is, and I've gotten used to having a bigger mustache, and I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off camera. This video's already run on longer than I wanted it to, but once again, I appreciate all y'all for sticking with me. I just wanted to come on and do this video, so when I drop some other topics that I'm going to do and you see my beard a lot shorter, I wanted to walk you through the steps and kind of give you a little bit of background as to why I decided to do another trim. All right. Once again, it's your boy Bearded Existence. I appreciate each and every one of y'all stopping through. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, do me a favor and tap that subscribe button. Tap the bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. And your boy be back at y'all again soon. All right. Peace.